are headed to Home Depot to get some supplies. And this is Jesse, my hubby.
Hello.
And he's gonna help me pick out the right tools, everything. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Home Depot. What was that? Yeah. That one's nice. Thinking a dark one, like ebony.
English chestnut.
I'm looking at sandpaper right now. Okay? Look at this. This shit's sharp. And then it gets softer.
Yes.
But what was it? It literally cuts someone in half. It's so sharp. It's like a blade. It's crazy. On my feet. Get all the dead skin. So as you can see, I have some things here, and I'm splitting everything in kind of departments. So the cleaning department of things to buy. This right here would probably cost you, I'm gonna say maybe 30 bucks. You don't have to buy fancy, this right here is brush cleaner. You could buy a cheaper version of this to make things cheaper on yourself. You could buy a 1-pack to get started, not a 6-pack, or 3-pack. I'm just saying there are cheaper ways to go about this, so don't be intimidated by the number I am saying out loud, because it just depends on what you're doing, and you can buy as you go. You don't have to buy in bulk like this. But if you were to buy in bulk, it looks something like this. First and foremost, I got some Clorox disinfecting wipes, and this is just to clean anything that, has germs on it. When I get a piece of furniture, who knows where it's been? You gotta clean it up. Make sure there's not rolled up on it, First, I'm gonna say Clorox wipes, and you can get these for about 5 bucks at Home Depot or your local grocery store. Second of all, what you probably wanna buy, and I wouldn't say this is necessary at first, but some cleaning wood spray. Got this here, and it's Murphy. This was $3, and the reason I bought this is because you don't wanna use water on wood. And I've been using the Dawn spray, which has done good, but this has an orange fragrance to it, and I want things to smell nice. Dawn does good, but is it really meant for furniture? Probably not. But if you have it lying around and you don't want to buy this for 3 bucks, use your Dawn. It'll be fine. Third, I got Goo Gone. It's gonna come in handy. So this is the Goo Gone, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna remove any goo and adhesive. So gum, tree sap, glue, crayons, tape, candle wax, stickers, adhesive. So when I get old pieces of furniture, there's maybe tags on it still. Or there's crayons because it was in a kid's bedroom, and kids are kids. They'll literally put, what, number 2 on stuff. So I'm not saying I've ever encountered that, but it can happen, so you need Goo Gone. 3 bucks. I think this will be worth my while and your guys' while as well. Next thing I'm gonna show you is this I can never say this right, Citri Strip, and it's citrus scent, and it's paint stripper. Now, this is the spray. I don't know about y'all, I've never tried the spray. I've tried the literal goo, which I have my opinion on. I like it, but sometimes it's pain to really get off. I'll scrape it, but they're still left over, so I have to get still wool, and it's a big job. So I'm really excited to try this because I'm thinking the spray might not be as gooey. It'll just be one good spray, and then I scrape it off and there's not a lot of excess. So I'll let you know how this works out. This was probably 4 or 5 bucks. Now this is only necessary if the dresser or piece of furniture that you have has old paint and even a stain on it, and you want to strip layers and layers of paint and stain off of something instead of sanding it for hours. This will do the job. And time is money, so spend your money on your time, and this will save you a lot of time. Next is leather conditioner. Now, I bought this because I actually just bought a leather couch, and it's already sold. So it's a leather couch and a leather chair, and all it needs is a really good polish, clean, and vacuum. And depending on if you're flipping couches, this would be important to buy, I would say, for sure. Now, when I say flipping furniture, I mean everything. I don't mean just dressers or buffets or tables or, you know, couch. It is everything. Furniture is furniture. Living room furniture, bedroom furniture, bathroom furniture, patio furniture, garage furniture. I mean, it's endless. So don't be afraid of anything. I take whatever I can get and I make something out of it. So next, I'm gonna say this Gorilla Wood glue. Okay, so this is really handy when a piece of particle board behind a buffet is falling off and you just need to glue it or hammer in a little nail and it needs a little extra strength. This thing comes in handy all the time. Now, is it necessary? Probably not, but you know, it's not that expensive and it will help you in the long run because you might be like, there's something I need glue, and you have Elmer's glue and that's not gonna do the job. You'll need this. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it's important to buy just little scrubbers that you can throw away, because when you're cleaning furniture with, say, this, you know, the Murphy's wood cleaner, and you're using this, or the Goo Off, of course, it's gonna get gunk on it and you just wanna be able to throw it away and maybe reuse it a couple times. So they're cheap and worth it. And then I got this floor pad, and so this is gonna scrub off, say, the citri strip that I'll be using on old paint, and it'll really scrub it off. So good deal, good deal. Next is this Brasso Cleans and Polish 7 Metals Polish. Okay, so this I will be using for hardware, and this was really cheap, I think $3. So I'm gonna be linking everything down in the bio. So if you are interested in anything, just go there and buy it, and you'll get the accurate price in the description. So anyways, for hardware, what I've been doing is baking soda and vinegar in like a little Dawn in water. So I've been using that to clean my hardware and just remove all the dirt, crust, because you know, they get old and crusty, like everyone in this world. And it does the job, but does it polish it? Not really. So I really wanted to get something that polishes it, so when I take pictures for when I'm posting a piece of furniture, it looks shiny. The thing that I really want to focus on is the details, and it comes down to every last detail with pictures. People look at all those things. They'll zoom in on the pieces of hardware and make sure it looks new or shiny or whatever, you know? Just the little things are important, not necessary, but if you're looking to, you know, really start your furniture flipping business, I would say this is a good one to buy. Last 2 items for the cleaning department. So, this isn't considered cleaning. Boiled linseed oil. It protects and seals wood. I just used this on a rattan papasan chair, found on the side of the road for free, and I just polished that wood up and it looks brand spanking new. This thing does wonders. I'm about to do it on some bamboo bar stools that I got for $20. They're vintage bar stools, and it's gonna make those things look like $1 million and probably sell for $400 or $500, no joke. So if you're doing stuff like that, where you're like into more vintage pieces and wood pieces, I highly recommend this. It just glosses and shines it and protects it all in one. And you know, it's a bang for your buck. $6, but look how big this is. I mean, the size of my cabeza. So, all right guys, last but not least, some brush cleaner. Cleans brushes and tools, removes dry latex paint and fresh oil paint. No odor and less harsh on skin. So the reason I bought this is because I recently bought a brand new paintbrush that was $25. And that's a lot for a paintbrush, but it's a good paintbrush and I don't want to ruin it. So I'm gonna make sure I clean it correctly. Now, not saying you have to do that. You could buy cheap paintbrushes and throw them away after a couple uses if that's your thing. But you know, eventually you might wanna invest in this because you wanna make sure your products last longer, so you end up spending less in the long run. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to the paint supplies that I bought. Okay, so now we are on to the paint supplies. So I got a 10-pack of 9-inch tray liners. And then I bought a metal tray. So it goes in here, and anytime I'm done using this, I'll just throw it away. And then I got some extra rollers. I already have a paint roller in the garage, but a 2-pack. Love these things. It's always quick. I mean, you know, you just... Okay. And then second or third, I got these Pro Wood Stir paintbrushes. I got an angled one and then I got a wall and trim one. And I wanted to get good paintbrushes that'll last me. And an angle is gonna help me in corners and edges and bottom of pieces, just the places that this one won't. It's gonna last me a long time, and I'll be using that paintbrush cleaner product that I bought as well to make these last even longer. So, and it's for all paints. These are compatible with all paints. My husband was like, you need to get wood stirred the best. I'm like, okay, fine. Gotta listen to him, right? Then these were like 99 cents and they're old paintbrushes, and I got these for little tiny crevices and projects that I do, and I'll eventually throw away. But it's good to have regardless. And you can start here. Don't be afraid to buy a cheap paintbrush and throw away and then make your money back. What's nice about these is you can do stains with these, you can do stencils with these, you can even paint with these, and it doesn't leave streaks. And you know these are the cheapest paintbrushes, but they do the dang job. So highly recommend this on the basics list because they're gonna come in handy. So I wanna kind of show off this fancy paintbrush that I bought. Now, if you're looking to really get started and buy the correct stuff up front and you have little, you know, money to spend in your budget, this was $25 from the Amy Howard at Home and Rescue, Restore, Redecorate. Just saying, I have been eyeballing this for probably a year, and honestly I haven't used it because I'm scared because it's so beautiful and I don't want to touch it. I mean, it's so stiff. It's gonna paint things like no other. I look like just my arm, like, you know? I mean, I don't know if you can tell just how, like if I were painting my arm right now, how beautiful the paint would come out. So it's really soft, and I've heard great things about her product, and I'm super excited to try. And I even got some paints that I'm gonna show you guys from her collection as well. And then I went ahead and bought a mask, and these are Cool Flow paint and sanding respirator masks. And it's a pack of 2, so these will last me. I got this because obviously I need to be wearing a mask when I'm doing those things so it doesn't get in my lungs. I have not been wearing one, please don't shame me. I got a comment on TikTok and they're like,
love of God, please wear a mask when you're standing. I was like,
all right, Karen, I guess I will. So anyways, I got masks. You're welcome, Karen. This, I got gloves. I'm so happy about this because I actually got a bang for my buck. So I got 100 gloves, and they're vinyl gloves, and they're size large, but they fit me. I mean, they're a little loose, but they fit and they're gonna do the job. These were on clearance. I went to the clearance aisle, $6 for all this. It's gonna last me a lifetime. And so when I'm painting, I don't have to ruin my pretty nails. I can finally get my nails done. This is just polish right now, but I can finally get my nails done without ruining it. So I went ahead and just bought these. Those are the things I just never bought, and you don't have to buy it first, obviously. But you know, if you're like me, you get your hands dirty, but getting them dirty, scrubbing off the paint, it's just a pain. So $6, not bad, right? So next, I'm gonna move on to the paint, actual paint. So now we are on to the paint. Now, I have a lot of paint in my garage, but I'm just gonna, this is the basics, right? So basically, what you'll wanna buy if you're painting project and just have ready to go, so you don't have to make multiple trips back to Home Depot. I got the Kills Original Interior Primer, and I've heard amazing things about Kills, so I haven't tried it, but I'm sure I'll love it. And this was $25, but this is gonna last me a long time. So
look at that reflection from it, that's weird.
So anyways, it's worth buying eventually. This is the Bear chalk paint, and it's in Timeless Blue. You can see the color here. It's pretty. Now, chalk paint's really good for furniture. You could use other paint. You don't have to use chalk. You can start off with this, the interior paint from Bear. This was on clearance, so here's a little tipsy tip. Gray paint on clearance, good size, $2. Where is it? Right there. $2 in the clearance aisle. This gray is pretty. I'm definitely going to use this on a piece. Definitely. Speaking of clearance, I also got this pink paint, 50 cents, and it is a bear sample. And then this was not on clearance. This was, and it's a bear wood stain. I mean, how exciting is that? What a freaking good deal. And the color Gunstock. I got this for $5 in the clearance aisle. Normally, $25. So basically, the basics are going to the clearance aisle. And then of course, wax, you know, to seal and protect things. This is the Bear Decorative Finish, seals, protects, painted surfaces. Eventually, this is something you might want to consider buying. I got this plastic wood X, and you know, when you get cheap furniture, you find furniture on the side of the road, people probably have chunked it and it's maybe missing a piece. Get wood filler. This was maybe $3, and it is amazing because it will fix things that are noticeable, and then you paint over it and it's not noticeable. People will never know, and it has the texture of wood. It's hard as wood. It hardens like wood, and it comes out great. And don't listen to what anyone says. You need to get this, and you need to fix your piece of furniture. Come on, it's fixable. Never be afraid of a piece of furniture. So I am super excited about this, and it's this Amy Howard one-step paint, and it's in the color TikTok. Oh my gosh, I'm like in love already. And it's blue, and I'm gonna use it today on something with my paintbrush. So super excited. I got a mallet hammer for my paint. This is cheap, don't have to get it right away, but it's gonna seal all your paints and make them last longer. So now on to sandpaper. And I already had a sander at home because my husband. You can find a cheap one, and I would recommend one of those being the first things you buy in your basics, you know, list of things to get. I mean, you could hand sand things for cheaper, but ouch, I mean, that's kind of hardcore. But if you're into that, just kidding. I would recommend getting a sander and get a damaged piece on the side that needs smoothing out, or when you're about to put a new layer of paint on things, you want to sand it. And I'll go ahead and link my sander. My husband's bougie, he loves Milwaukee. Not everyone can afford Milwaukee, but you know, he has to have it in Milwaukee. So I will link an affordable sander for you guys down below. So I have 60 grit and I have 100 grit. And 100 is smoother. 60, the lower you go, the more gritty it's gonna be. So I say get a little variation. 100 probably not necessary. I'd say 60 is more necessary than 100. So if you had to pick, I would choose 60. And this is the brand Diablo. Now this is hand sanding. So you could literally just buy this and get side pieces under, you know, a little crevice or whatever you need to do. And this is 100 non-slip grit. God, this is pretty gritty for 100. Then I got a hand sander, so it has a handle, and so I can do this. I was just taking a piece and rubbing it, and it was hurting. Like, I was getting little blisters. So anyways, sanding 101. Here you go. On to the second to last. And that is just gonna be like the packaging things that I buy because I do ship out products as well. Sometimes I can ship pieces of furniture. So just 1 second, let me grab everything and I'll be right back. As you can see, I have a large bubble wrap here and other packaging supplies. This is paper, it's packaging paper. And these are the 3 basic things I have ready to go whenever I get a shipment. And you're probably wondering like, oh, what does she ship? I ship a lot of things, and I have only been using Facebook Marketplace. I've tried eBay, I've tried Mercari, and I don't really like them. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I like Facebook. Facebook has been seamless for me, my experience personally. And they already give you your prepaid label and shipping's paid for. It's smooth, and I like smooth. So I have these on hand, so when I get an order, I can just ship it. So things that I ship, I recently just sold a picture that someone gave to me, and it was already in its frame, and it came with 3, and it fit in a big picture box that I bought half-price boxes for $4 a box. And by the way, I got the picture frames for free, and I sold it for $80. So So I just packaged it with my supplies and I made money. Another big thing that sells really easily on Facebook Marketplace is lamps. And I thrift lamps. I can get 2 lamps at Goodwill for 10 bucks and they sell for 50. It's crazy. It's just the market, it's lucrative. This market of thrifting and obtaining things that people just want to throw in the trash. So highly suggest having these on hand if you are planning on shipping things. This will cost you maybe 15, 20 bucks, but it's important to have because you want to make sure your things get there in one piece. So this is only if you're shipping things. I just wanted to point this out because that is something I do. I don't just flip furniture, I flip things I thrift and I ship them. So I had to take a little bit of a break there because I have someone picking up furniture that I just sold. And I did get the furniture for free off Facebook Marketplace. I got a leather sofa, a leather chair matching, and they're both from Havarti's. And I just cleaned them up, polished it with that leather cleaner I showed y'all. And then they also gave me a leather queen bed frame, and it's gorgeous. So back to what we were saying. So packaging and shipping, the basics. You're definitely gonna need some shipping tape, and I got a 4-pack so it lasts me forever, but just one of these doesn't cost that much. You are going to need this for the boxes, everything. And then just some basic gift wrap tape, and you may have this lying around your house and you may not have to buy some. But whenever you put the bubble wrap on some products or items, you wanna make sure that it's secure and use some tape like this. Or you can just use this and not buy that. Scissors, that's a must when you're shipping things. And then lastly, what I wanted to show you guys is I got some multi-purpose construction screws and some, what are these, wire nails. Whenever I get a piece, the back of a dresser or anything really, the wood behind pieces is sometimes falling off, which is fine because you can easily fix it by adding some new nails in the back of it and hammering it in, and it's brand new. Just take out the old nails and it's fine. So I got that to have around because if I had to go all the way to Home Depot to literally get a tiny pack of $1 nails, I'd be mad. I also got these tubs, which I'm gonna show you. Just one sec, let me grab it. This was about $4 for a pack of 4. And they're cute, they're pink. But I'm going to organize some things in here, which is gonna make my life easier. And if you're gonna do this, I say do it right. Get bins like this and organize your tape, organize your screws, organize your paints. I have a paint cabinet in my garage, I'll show y'all eventually. But my glue, my painting tape, I'm looking at my tape. Just the tools that you use basically on an everyday basis. My staple gun will go in here. Actually, I have that in this right now, which this is unorganized. So obviously I'm gonna, you know, rearrange things. So here's my staple gun. It's a DeWalt. It works amazing. It even has like a little balancer so you can feel where you're pushing, and before you push you know exactly where it is. So I just have random things in here like a hammer, you know, a flathead screwdriver, staples, my mosaic adhesive because I'll do mosaics sometimes on pieces, fragile stickers for boxes when I ship. So this comes in handy so you don't have to worry or stress that your lamp will be broken whenever it's delivered and someone's begging you for a refund. So that's basically it. I know it seems like a lot, but it's really not. I got some higher end brand things, and like I said, you do not have to do that. And you can get less of an amount of things. You don't have to get a 3-pack of tape, for example. But you know, I spent about $250 on this all. You don't have to get it all, so if anything, this could cost you around $100 at minimum if you pick and choose what you buy. So basically, I just want to say, you know, thanks for watching, and for anyone who is looking to do this part-time, full-time, or just to make some extra cash, you need some extra cash, you need to pay off your student loans, I highly suggest doing this. And there's free furniture anywhere. Feel free to ask me anything. I'm mostly active on TikTok, but I'm currently getting into Instagram. I am able to be reached anywhere I'm on social. And this YouTube channel, I'm really gonna put in my full efforts and post every week and just update you guys on what's happening, what have I sold, what this month's profits were. I'm gonna be completely honest with what I make, what I spend and how I do it, because I really want everyone to learn this, because it's been great in my life and it's been able to provide for me and my husband. No, we don't have kids. So I just want to share everything I know with you guys, my knowledge, my tipsy tips, and hopefully you guys enjoy the content I share. So if you haven't already, please follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like I said, I'll be posting every week and there's just more to come. This is just the beginning and I can't wait to share with you guys the journey I am on with flipping furniture. And I have to go because I hear my dog barking and I know no one wants to hear that. So anyways, thank you for watching, and this is Typsy Flypsy. So welcome to my channel, and actually welcome and goodbye.
But I just keep my head down and focus on the facts.